Hi class. This video we're going to be discussing the homework examples of chapter 20. So if you haven't printed that out, go print that out. And I'm going to hold the camera up. We're going to review what it is you need to do in this homework so that you can be really clear on completing it, right? So I'm going to flip the camera around now and we're going to jump right in. So let's start off right away. Diagram this excerpt down to the phrase level, right? And name the form. Assume all phrases are 4 measures long. So you know what I would do right off the bat? I would go do something like this. Right? That is something I would do. And I would just look at it like that. Already, you can probably think about what section this is. This is 9 o'clock and knock music, right? We can go ahead and play a little bit of it. Right? Okay. Find and label these chords, right? That should be simple enough. Why do you think Mozart chose to use a double stop in the violas in measure 7? Double stop meaning 2 notes played at once on a string instrument, right? Oh, it tells you what that is. Let's go on. Name the form of this piece. Do not diagram phrases and cadences. Watch out for written out repeats. Also do or answer the following. Label the chords. What chords form the basis of measures 33 to 39? Analyze the last chord in measure 34. In what measures does the boom chick chick accompaniment drop out? Right? Boom chick chick means this. Right? That kind of waltz accompaniment. This is a Chopin mazurka type of dance, Polish dance, right? So pretty straightforward. Be careful. Watch out for written out repeats. You're gonna have to watch out for that. Sometimes the composers didn't like putting a repeat sign in and instead wrote out the exact same thing or very close to it. In which case, you've got to make sure that is this a continuous? Is this a reprise? Make sure you know. So this is quite a lengthy piece of music. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably best that when you start, let me get my rag out here. It is probably best that when you start analyzing a piece of music like that, one, lay the score out in front of you. And really start something like this. Okay, there was A, then I saw there's a B, then an A, then a B, like, oh, okay. This is starting to look more like rondo form. I'm not saying that's what that example is, but you can start doing this. Just write this out on a scratch piece of paper so that you can see, oh, okay, this wasn't a repeat, but man, everything. So you're going to sit up here and you're going to write, oh, okay. Reprise, right? And just start going out and labeling stuff out, right? And then the next thing to do is to go in and write your measures. Oh, that's measures 1 through 8, and that's measures 9 through 14, and that's measures much. And then you can start saying, then you can start labeling, okay, well, I know that that's a reprise. I know that it's unbalanced. I know from here that it's a rondo. Okay. I've surmised that much. And then you can start going and filling in the information. That's probably one of the easiest things I can tell you to do when it comes to labeling music and finding the form for multiple pages all at once. Here's this part C. This excerpt is the first part of a scherzo and trio. Scherzo is much like a minuet, only faster. The trio is not shown. Diagram this scherzo at the phrase level. Ooh, have fun with that, right? I don't think it's that long though. Oh, no, it's only 1 page. Yeah. Beethoven Violin Sonata. Pretty early on in his career, Opus 24. Find 3 examples of chromatic mediant relationships. We know what that is, right? Identify the form. Do not be misled by written out repeat. Measure 9 to 16. This is a 2 reprise form. Okay. Diagram this piece down to the phrase level and name the form. Answer the following questions as well. Where is a sequence involving both hands? bracket it. Does the G sharp 4 in measure 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what does it accomplish? Ah, yeah, that's what it accomplishes. Material in measures 10 to 22 is obviously obviously derived from measures 1 to 9. What material? You have to analyze that. This is Anna Magdalena Bach, right? The notebook. Okay. So remember, when we start looking at phrases, play it. Right? Remember, things are often treated as equal. So Bach's a little bit more difficult to hear the phrases, but we can probably surmise that this is a 4-bar, right, phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, with a little bit added on right here. Dun, 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 dun. 4 bars, and it starts to go through here. Is there anything repeated back? So always remember, try to do 2, 4, right, phrases, right? 2 and 4 bar phrases. In this excerpt, the final movement of piano sonata is a minuet trio, although Haydn did not label it as such. Diagram phrases and cadences, treating the minuet and trio as separate pieces. Be sure to play or listen to the music because some of the returns are disguised. Yes. And you can find this. Look at it right there. You can YouTube that. Haydn Piano Sonata number 38, movement 3. Name the forms of the minuet and trio. So here looks like the minuet. Oh my gosh. Something happened there. I'm going to have to recopy that page for you guys. Just skip that for now, guys, and go on to F. Following 5 excerpts are taken from a piano sonata movement and can be analyzed as a sonata form. Match the number of each example with the following parts of the sonata. Example 1 is what? Example 2 is what? All right, so if we're in B flat and this is in F major, we can probably surmise what that is. Is it transition? Is it secondary? Because what do they have you labeling here? They have you labeling primary, transition, secondary, closing, and development, right? You have to use your brain, you have to do a little analysis. Or you could just look up the sonata. But I would challenge you to try to find and listen to it. And this part G, this excerpt, this final movement of a piano sonata is a 5-part rondo. In the score, label each 5 parts as A, B, or C as applicable above the staff. What form is the A section? So where's the A section? Where's the B section? You're going to have to go through here. You know, an analysis will take you only so far. You're going to have to play through this or find the piece of music to play this. I think you guys have enough piano skill to play just the melody. Israel, I know you do. So it's a 5-part rondo. Where's the A? Where's the B? Where's the C? Ah, there's a key change. If you refer to the previous lecture, that might give you a hint. So this homework, as you can see, yeah, the answers are lean towards the black and white, some areas of it, but you're really going to have to start digging into these scores. Really going to have to start exploring, what are these chords? What melody comes back? How does it come back, right? And you're going to have to, it's difficult. There's no doubt about it. That's why I saved this chapter for quarter 6, is so that you are able to really wrap your head around what is going on in these pieces of music. You're more familiar with looking at larger scores. You're more familiar with different sonorities, chords. So my couple pieces of advice I can give you: when in doubt, mark up the score. Mark up the score with analysis, harmonic analysis. Mark up the score with phrases, with letters, with cadences, right? You think to ourselves, well, we haven't used cadences in a long time. Well, we're bringing back cadences. They tell us a lot, you know. If something's ending on a half cadence, that automatically labels that form continuous, right? Not sectional. So cadences can tell us a lot, right? The number of measures in a section. Remember, this is classical music. Things were treated, people tried to treat things pretty equally, and it was odd to have 5-measure, 7-measure phrases, right? That didn't come till later. So be looking for even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, right? Especially your 4s and 8s, right? Be looking for relationships of keys. What tonal center is this section in, right? Because if you go back to the book in my lectures, there's kind of a commonality, a thread of commonality between the composers in what tonal centers they used in these forms for what section, right? A is normally 1, B is normally 5 in a major key. A is normally a minor 1, B is normally the major 3, right? Okay, so use all of this information. It's big kid time. It's adult time, right? When it comes to form and analysis, you have to put in the work. It's not just, oh, what is that chord? Oh, that's a 7 half diminished 4/2. No, this is looking at the big picture. And it's going to take some brain power, and it's going to take some time. This is not put off to the last minute. Oh, I can just fill out. They left a little blank for me to fill it out. There are no blanks in this homework. There aren't. There's 5 blanks in the very last one. But everything else is, you're going to attach a separate sheet of paper to a lot of this. You're going to attach your notes. You're going to attach a paragraph explaining why you thought what you thought. That refers back to how we discuss form in chapter 20 on that page 348 to 348, right after the Mozart example. You're going to use that as a reference of how to explain yourself, how to back yourself up, how to support your argument when it comes to labeling these forms and defending your choice of form. And maybe not necessarily the choice of form, but defending where the phrases end. What tonal center is happening, how the transitions happen. That's where it gets really sticky is, what are these transition sections doing, right? Because every composer is so different. Every piece that the composer wrote is so different. It's a grab bag, these transition sections, because they're unstable. And instability creates ambiguity when it comes to analysis. And so if we're unsure, we need to make ourselves sure by backing up our assertions with facts. Okay? So I'm hoping to put out, look online and you'll be able to see a diagram of a sonata form as I would like it to be, and as you should hold yourself to the same standard. Also, I'll be giving out answers after a certain length of time. I'll do a video, or I'll email you, or I'll scan the homework, and you can look at the answers that I've provided to this homework, same with chapter 26 and this chapter 20. Okay? Hopefully we'll be in the classroom. If not, we will get it done. As always, take care and never hesitate to contact me.